Syrian opposition fighters were seen celebrating on Friday at the iconic water wheel site in Hama, a day after they captured Syria's central city in another major blow to President Bashar Assad. Fighters were seen posing for pictures with their weapons and celebrating their victory on the Orontes River. One fighter, who did not give his name, celebrated returning to the city 13 years after leaving it. He added that at the early stage of the Syrian revolution they went out on the streets cursing Hafez Assad, the former president and father of the current President Bashar Assad, and today they are doing the same. Syrian insurgents swept into the city on Thursday, days after insurgents captured much of Aleppo, the country's largest city. The stunning week-long offensive appeared likely to continue, with insurgents setting their sights on Homs, the country's third-largest city. Homs, which is about 40 kilometers south of Hama, is the gate to the capital, Damascus, Assad's seat of power in the coastal region that is a base of support for him. Amabdo, a woman who lost her husband in 1982 to an attack by the Syrian army, said it was the greatest joy to see the military defeated in Hama. The offensive is being led by the jihadi group HTS and an umbrella group of Turkish-backed Syrian militias called the Syrian National Army. Their sudden capture of Aleppo, an ancient business hub in the north, reignited the Syrian civil war that had been largely a stalemate for the past few years. Hama is one of the few cities that has remained mostly under government control in the conflict, which broke out in March 2011 following a popular uprising.
بعد غياب 13 سنة عن حماة، اليوم نحن بحماة تاريخ 6/12/2024. هي ساحة العاصي. بال 2011 طلعنا نقول لنا عن روحك يا حافظ، وهلا بتاريخ 2024 نرجع بنقول لنا عن روحك يا حافظ، وإن شاء الله مستمرين حتى النصر.
يلعن روحه وروح الخلفوه محل ما بقبره. هذا اللي جوزي ب 82 عنده 8 اولاد. هذا اللي اياه كان لسه لسه ايام هذا اللي اياه خلى زوجته صرنا بأبي نزل قبل ما صرنا ننتقل على المستشفى. شكيته لله الله ينتقم منه والاكبر فرحه.
Thousands of Kurdish families displaced from Aleppo and Tel Rifat in recent fighting endured cold temperatures in a temporary camp in Al-Tabqa city in Raqqa Governorate on Wednesday. One parent who arrived from Tel Rifat in Aleppo and spent the night with his children Tuesday in the camp said the children were crying from the cold and there were no blankets. Another said he had not been able to find a tent and was on the street, sick and with no medicine. "We were displaced and we came to Tabqa, but no one is asking about us, we haven't got anything here," said Hanan Hussein, who was displaced from Tel Rifat in Aleppo. Over 30,000 people have crossed the checkpoint between government-controlled and Kurdish-controlled areas in Al-Tabqa city. The Kurdish Self-Rule Administration in northeast Syria have installed a temporary accommodation center of tents, and opened the Sport City camp for displaced people from Aleppo. The limited capacity of the temporary sheltering camps forced many families to stay inside their cars and on streets in the city. Sheikmas Ahmad, co-chair of the Office for Displaced and Refugee Affairs in northeast Syria, told the Associated Press that the Kurdish administration was trying to assist people. Thousands of Syrian insurgents took over most of Aleppo on Saturday, establishing positions in the country's largest city and controlling its airport before expanding their shock offensive to a nearby province. They faced little to no resistance from government troops, according to fighters and activists.
ام لفدر رودنن یعنی نه بطانی هنه نه تشت هنه نه یعنی ما زحمتی ما به شوی درباز کرد دنیا صار و تشتنا بطانی بدست ما نکاتن ام حمو باوی منه دیا منه برای منه مروفی منن یعنی حمو کس یعنی لسر رسیفه راد کفن یعنی ما زحمتی که گلک یعنی مکندی سرما بو ایشف ما زاروک خاص سر مدا ما هم سر زاروک تا گریان زاروک سر مدا گریان یعنی تش دست مدار نکت ما زاروک را بقد مانده
شعبوا مهاجرين وطن تبقوا وكاس لما انا وبرسي نا باتونيك نا يسفنجك نا چودرك تش ندار ما ام گیم سر افتش نخوش بینه نا علاج نا درمان هفتش تشتک ندانم
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday hosted Secretary-General of the Council of Europe Alain Berset in Kiev. After their meeting, Zelensky posted on X the pair had discussed the need to establish a tribunal to try the crime of Russian aggression against Ukraine. Russia was expelled from the Council, Europe's foremost human rights body, in the month after its invasion.